Be Our Guest has been built up to be one of the best restaurants at Walt Disney World. But is it true? Well, join us as we give you an honest, in-depth review of every Disney World restaurant. So, be our guest and let's review Be Our Guest. This is our first in our Disney World restaurant review. We'll be looking at the cost, the quality of food, the atmosphere, and the character experience of each restaurant at Disney. So make sure you hit that subscribe button and that bell notification to be told about new uploads in this brand new series. And comment below, like, what restaurant should we do next? You tell me. So let's have a look at the history first of Be Our Guest. Be Our Guest opened on December the 6th, 2012 and is the main attraction of New Fantasyland. The theming is taken straight from Beauty and the Beast and is a full recreation of Beast's castle. Choose from either a quick service breakfast or quick service lunch or a sit down dinner table service dining experience. Breakfast starts at 8, finishes at 10:30. Lunch is 11 till 2:30 p.m. and dinner is 4 till 10 p.m. Firstly, cost. This is what's known as a $3 restaurant at Disney World, so guests will be expected to be paying about $35 to $60 per adult per meal. So this is a pretty expensive restaurant for the average person. So you will have to think about that before thinking, okay, well, I want to book this every single night of my stay. Maybe not. Unless you're on the dining plan, because this is a one table service credit restaurant. So remember that is at night, so lunch and breakfast are still quick service. Next, theming. The theming is fantastic. Okay, I'm just going to say it here, the theming is really, really good. They've completely I think they spent like millions and millions of dollars recreating this castle. It's a really good atmosphere, really good theming. First, guests have to wait on the drawbridge and they go to this little hut thing where the staff will give you your buzzy thing. I don't really know what it's called, the buzzy thing, where you wait for your table to be ready. Then as you enter, you're guided through the entrance hall into one of 3 rooms. Either the West Wing, it's a bit more intimate, a bit darker, but it is where the rose is. You know, the little rose where it's like kind of like the leaves are falling off in the film, you know the one. There's the Grand Ballroom. You can eat where Belle was dancing in the film. There's recreated props from the films, including the grand chandelier, the drapes and random books and memorabilia. This is the one that we actually stayed at, and personally we found it a bit loud. It was you kind of got a canteen feel. So consider they put so much effort into this restaurant. It was just kind of the noise and the echoiness which kind of made it feel like a bit of a canteen. But at the time, this was our first time, so that if you do have the choice to pick between each room, maybe not this one. But then again, there was a problem with our reservation. We actually had booked in way in advance, 180 days in advance, but they for some reason couldn't find it. Even though we'd printed off the email that they'd sent the confirmation, they'd sent that we had it there, but so we kind of just got put in the corner. Maybe this isn't like true of everyone's experience. So if you had a different experience with the Grand Ballroom, please tell us in the comments below. But that was a bit annoying for us. It kind of did dampen our experience a bit. But either way, let's go into the third possible room that you could be dining at, and that is the gallery, which is full of paintings and a 7-foot music box depicting Beast and Beauty, or Belle, whatever you want to call it. Although you can't eat at all 3 of these rooms at once, people are encouraged to get up and have a look around all of the rooms, so you can take a look. However, if you are in the West Wing, when I say West Wing, I'm not talking about the TV show, I mean that apart from the movie, it could be a bit annoying, but having people walking around. Whether you'd like that is completely up to you. Personally, I would find it a little bit annoying if people just kept them coming out walking around, but especially for the price that you're paying. Next is the food. Okay, personally we found this expensive for what it is. It's like a kind of American French cuisine, which unfortunately doesn't really deliver in either of those. no one has really said that they've really enjoyed the cuisine. It's kind of halfway. We don't know whether to go full American or whether to just go full French. They wasn't really sure. They were trying to play it a bit safe, just to make sure that everyone was satisfied. But at the end of the day, you're not satisfying most people, which is unfortunate. And as well, the portions are really small as well for the food. For the amount of money that you're paying, you'd expect the food portions to be a lot bigger. And it's America as well, which, as we know, therefore food portions are a lot bigger, which is what I like. But so I'll give you an example. For dessert, they brought around this big trolley of like loads of cakes and cupcakes and desserts, like kind of French pastry, kind of like trolley style. But they were just really small. I was really disappointed with that. It was kind of like that. If you can see that, got it that big. I don't know, like it's like. Yeah. I'm trying to do this as best I can, but yeah, it wasn't very big. It was probably about the size of me. Yeah, it's probably about the size of the palm of your hand, maybe a bit smaller, the cupcake. So, especially when you're paying $5-6 for it, it was not great. And unlike the ones at Hollywood Studios, where you got the Star Wars themed cupcake, where it's like a head of Darth Vader. Yeah, fair enough. You can pay for a bit more for that because it's got an actual cool. Like they've made some effort in it, and it does taste really nice. It does taste really nice. All you're paying for is the fact that you're sitting in Beast's castle, and not the quality of food, and they didn't really make an effort. So to the menu, because it does change, this isn't going to be exactly 100% precise all the time, but you always normally get a steak, either beef or lamb. You get roast potatoes, mash with vegetables, and desserts, like I said before, is like cakes and cupcakes and little French pastries. And remember, you can ask for the great stuff. We didn't ask for the great stuff because we didn't actually think that was a thing at the time. I'm a bit disappointed now that we didn't. It might have been really good. But if you have tried the great stuff, then tell us as well below, because I want to know whether it's good or bad, whether I should need to go back and try it. And finally, character experience. Although this actually isn't classed as a character dining experience, you do get to see the Beast. I mean, halfway through our meal, all we heard was like this really weird noise, like boo doo 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 doo. You know that one on you know that's the one that everybody knows, the Beauty and the Beast one. But yeah, so and then Beast walked through, he kind of marched through the castle, and it was a really nice touch because you actually felt like it was his castle and you're eating in his castle. It wasn't just themed like that, it actually felt like that you are part of his castle, which was such a nice experience, which again goes towards that atmosphere. That was really, I was really impressed with that. It was something that, you know, no one's really done anything about it, no one's really said about it, no one really mentions it, but it is just something really nice. And after your dinner as well, you do get that interaction with the Beast, so you finally get to meet the Beast. He's fairly rare to come across at Magic Kingdom. You don't have to wait 30 minutes to interact with him, he's just there. And he does a really good job. It's like really intimate, it's nice, and we saw him dancing with a child, and that was, you know, that was a really nice touch. So you can kind of feel like you can do it a bit more with him because it is like in the library and you've not waited for 30 minutes and there's not normally a massive queue of people behind you. So which leads me finally to our ratings. So we've taken everything into account, that we've given like such fantastic theming, not good food, okay character interaction, I mean it's not, but it is like kind of like a bonus, but high cost. All of these things put together in our rating systems, let me walk you through. It's either one of 5 things. Either number 1 thing is do every time, or do multiple times. A third, like kind of average, is do once. Lower down than that is do if you're in the area, wouldn't make a really big effort for this one. And finally, do not do. And we're going to place this right slap bang in the middle as do once, because it is, you're really paying for the atmosphere, you're paying all that money just to go in the atmosphere. Like I say, you're not paying for the food, and once you've seen the Beast once, so the character interaction, there's not really else much there, there's nothing really to keep you coming back. But the theming, like I say, is fantastic, so that's why it gets a definitely do once. But what do you think? Do you agree with me? Do you disagree with me? What would you do out of our rating system? Do every time? Do multiple times? Do once? Do if you're in the area, or do not do? How would you rate this? We want to hear from you. Like I said before, subscribe to Planet Mark because this is a new series. Hit that bell notification so you get told. Like, share this around, and remember to follow us on Twitter at PlanetMarkVlog, Facebook.com/PlanetMarkVlog, or some more foodie fun on Instagram at Laura Goodbrand. See you in the next one, guys. Woo, 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 woo.